Hello guys. So today what we're going to do is we're going to put a OEM fire extinguisher in my 911 GT3RS. And when the car was originally purchased, it didn't have one in it. So what I went ahead and did is didn't fly to Europe or anything. I waited for one to come available from a rent lister. Nice fella. I can't remember if he was in Knoxville or not, but he sold me this. He was trading in his GT2RS, and I was able to get this from him for a reasonable price. But not only that, I was able to get the bracket and all the hardware, which you could see right here. And so how does this all work? There's not a lot of videos on the internet, especially for the newer cars. So let's take a look and see what we can come up with. Okay, for starters, I went ahead and removed the interior sections of the lightweight carbon seat. There's a lot of videos on it, but basically you could just pull the back pad out starting at the top. And on the bottom here, it's a little more tricky. You see these clips here and here? There's a metal wire that goes through the seat base, and you could see it right here. And you basically just have to feed that wire through that clip right there, and then the entire mechanism will move. When you get to the front, you just reach underneath here, and there's a little plastic lip that you could just pull out, and that'll let you take out the seat. But there's lots of videos on that. You could see it. All right, so you see that light? You see all those holes that are already in the seat? So they're already in the carbon. You don't have to drill them. And we're missing one right here. But are we really missing one? Because when you feel it, you could feel there's a bolt in there. And I'm going to hopefully show you that. There's a bolt located right up in there. I don't know if you saw it or not. I can't really see it from the angle where I'm at. And let's reverse this bracket now so you can see how it'll work. And you see how these holes are lined up? Well, that's where the bolts are going to go. And then the bracket will be forward. And then we're going to be able to put the fire extinguisher on the bracket. Again, there's nothing about this anywhere on YouTube, so I thought you guys might like it. All right, guys, so I've shot this video in pieces. I normally don't do it, but I'm working alone, and it's kind of a pain to go back and forth with the front part of the camera on the phone and the back part. So forgive me for shooting it, but you can see the brackets that are in there now. The top brackets over here are just support brackets for the carbon seat. You know, Porsche, you got a lot of racing experience, the over-engineer stuff. Do you need it? You know, for what I'm doing, probably not. But if you were pulling some serious G's, I would say, yeah, and on a violent crash, you know, it probably is something that's mandatory. I'm going to try to make sure you could see the bracket under here. I don't know how effective that'll be, but here's my feeble attempt. And the bolts that we used were these shorter bolts right here. It's got a washer on it, and then it's got a lock washer and the nut. So you can see the brackets in, and everything's all put back together. As far as the fire extinguisher goes, I have to put the seat cushions in, and I've decided to put the first seat cushion in, the bottom base seat cushion in first, so I don't have to worry about the fire extinguisher. I'm working my hands in as I put back that lip that clips in here. So there you have it, guys. The seat's all installed. The cushions are installed in the seat, I should say. Fire extinguisher's mounted. And works quite simple. You just hit that press button right there. And she's got a release mechanism that just pops it out. And if you're looking, there's a pressure gauge right there. And the handle is safety wired. So it's all installed. Is it necessary? Well, if you're going to track it, you have to have a fire extinguisher. So that's the real reason behind it. And thanks for watching. Take care.